where... Okay, put us right before the fight. Let's make sure to get things down, or to get rid of the drunk status. Oh, saved after. Thanks. Okay. Let's just get back to it. Welcome back. Yeah, I think we had a power surge. Because it knocked our internet down for a few minutes as well. My PC just 100% just flat out died. Like no blue screen or nothing. Oh, we're back at it. Definitely now I'm extra glad that we're gonna scrap that run. Because yeah, that would have 100% not been recoverable. Shoot. Oh. I wasn't paying attention. That's what I get for chatting. Now this actually more than likely won't kill. Or yeah, this won't kill, definitely. So Soda on to Tomi if we had done the extra damage. Also, that's not right. Why does Tomi have no drunk stats? I think that happens sometimes. Where the game is like really confused with how I was swapping back and forth between drunk statuses, and it just leaves you with nothing at the beginning of the fight, even though he has it prematurely. Because that would have been 1600 damage short. So let's CC Lemon, get that off. Then let's redo your drunk status. I have enough to spare. And now he should be good. So let's try this again. Yeah. Run's cursed. That's alright. Oh, Dwight has just been going on an adventure at the beginning of these fights. Yeah, we went from being on par with Dwight to suddenly being very underleveled for Dwight. We'll swap Jungi Han to another Kazuya. This cuts us into the cutscene. This time you get the QTE correct. Listen to the great Dwight cutscene music though. Then we muscle Soda on to Tomi. Yeah, the game gets really confused if you're changing drunk statuses too many times. This time we need the stronger spell with all these buffs attached. For 4200. Do it again. With level 49 or 50 prestige. This is not a damage range. This is a guaranteed kill. You get anywhere, if you get 48 and below, it is not a guaranteed kill. It is a damage range, which is unfortunate. But we hit level 50 with flying colors. So we also don't even have to do an extra trip in the next chapter. What was I gonna do? I was gonna get CC points. Just in case. We fill our muscle sodas because we use them all. This is no different than before. Oh, it's the wrong way. Find up some more ne'er-do-wells. Yeah, jeez. Luckily, we are in a very good position for the late game. Do one last bit to get really set up for the late game, and that's get an agility buff that's going to carry over into the next chapter. Which is very nice because in Hawaii, there is actually no ×2 agility buff. Anyway. So we take this while we're still in Japan with our Hawaii team. And press on into our finale, which is a split finale. We're going to spend a little bit more time in Japan, but then we're going to go straight back to Hawaii and straight into the final set piece. This is another good spot marathon-wise to fill in some time because we're just chatting with our party members. And by party members, I mean Ichi talks to Kiryu and then talks to Sayako, and then we go straight back to Hawaii.
Kiryu-san. Hi.
After a year and after all their escapades in Hawaii and Japan, Sayako and Ichi finally chat to each other after their very poor date. Here, Junhan, you get an optimized ankle weights and pirate boots, and Tomi, you get jeweled bracelets over the military. Party edit, we do a double swap there. We do a double swap there to get Tomi in slot 2. And that is actually crucial for how things are going to go for one specific fight, because the party member in slot 2 is kind of going to be a bit in the line of fire. Also, we saw small shark before. They had a big shark. Luckily, we got strats for big shark. We got all these foaminess bombs that we picked up in the last chapter. Shoot, I'll have enough damage. I was supposed to have gotten one alcohol for Tomi to start this fight. I was supposed to get that at the previous meal. Whoa. This is an interesting animation cancel. I'll take it. Luckily, I do not believe that we need that extra damage. Oh, we are going to find out. Duly noted of other things I need to pay attention to when I'm doing an actual run. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're fine. Easy. You don't even need that one drunk if we don't really want it. By the way, that is a very weak ability from Tomi. Like, that's a big AoE, and it's pretty solid damage, but it's actually not that strong of a skill. It's just more for AoE, but that is more than strong enough to take down a shark with all the buffs and with Tomi's ultimate armor. Tomi's ultimate armor provides him an extra 15% damage if he hits an enemy's weakness, which is ridiculous because that stacks multiplicatively with all of our other buffs. So Tomi is an absolute beast when he's hitting an enemy's weakness. And now we're on the cult Polychana's island. At the ready to take down the cult leader at their base. And I found my consistent way for getting through these mines is just run over the barrels. Get this safe, and then we're gonna do some equipping. Here, Ichi, you need a military insult over Yakuza. That silver bracelet for Tomi. Jungihan gets an optimize. Champions and superpower because who needs some damage, boyo. And battles. Now we're set up for a good while into this set piece. That fight's an easy skip. We reset its aggro by going down to the there, but now I think we're gonna make it. Yeah! Oh, nice quick stand up, Ichi. That is a hard fight to skip. You have to walk all the way to that landmine. Also, you're supposed to heal before this fight. That's why if all three of those hit Ichi, it's almost death. Party edit, what is it, Jungihan? Yeah, Jungihan for Adachi. Adachi, you have one more fight. One more time to shine.
Hey, wait a minute. You already know what time it is.
Because there is one thing about these fights. These guys have more than 4,000 HP each, and that would be a pain to deal with. So you won't deal with it. These are enemies that are not immune to instant death. So we'll just have our chef do a citizen's arrest. Okay. And that is the last time we'll get to see a dodge speedrun, unfortunately.
開けてみるか。開いたぜ。Saved my face. Get your ass ready. よし、やるぜ。ご苦労さん。
吸収が早いのね。
Now we just gotta wait a sec for these enemies to scoot along.
What's with you? What do you want? I'll kick you
Skipping
down
that fight. That fight is also a gigantic pain in the butt. That guy has like more than 5,000 HP. He's fire resistant. We have lots of fire damage, so we could deal with him, but it's just faster to skip him. We also don't get a lot of XP. A lot of these fights, even though they're like bosses with a lot of HP, they give the same amount of XP as a regular enemy. So very disappointing. All right, we're full up on HP, so I don't have to do a menu heal.
開けてみるか。やったぜ。
We don't have to do an equip or anything. Just go straight in. Because, oh yeah, this game set up a plot point a while ago that the cult stole Longtoe's kid, and it remembers it here. And it's just like, oh, there they are. And then we rescue him, and then plot point over. This is why we changed the position. Oh no, that's wrong. No, that's right. Oh, that's right. Ichi doesn't have any damage. No, I just spent an extra 50,000 yen. I was not supposed to be a boosted Cosme. Or a boosted Fortune. I was just supposed to be a Cosme. That's a mistake. That's gonna hurt my money for the end game. This is also why I wanted Tomi in this position, because I did not want Ichi, or do not want Jungi-Han to be blinded. Forshine. And Muscle Soda, Mr. Jungi-Han. And this guy has a lot of HP and is very deadly with his attacks. His lightning storm hits like everyone and does a ton of damage. But luckily for us, he's weak to gun. And we have a Jungi-Han that does a lot of gun damage. Well, that didn't do a lot. This has been happening recently where Jungi-Han's not doing enough damage even with all of his attack up. Why? Why is that not kill anymore? Does Essence of Trickshot do the inverse of what it says it does? Essence of Trickshot might actually do the inverse of what it says it does. He survived with like no HP. It might do more damage to more enemies it hits. That has been happening recently. He has all of his attack ups. So why has it not been killing recently? He's got his Inferno Knuckles. He's got his damage. He has Super Power Knuckles. He has Champion Ring. He has Battle Boots. He has everything. He has maxed out attack stats, but for whatever reason, it's just not doing as much damage. Don't know why that's the case. Also, why? Does Jungi-Han usually get a level up there? He did, but now he doesn't. Okay, I need to add in. Tar or drink. Yeah, just a drink is enough.
悪くない。
Yeah, with slightly less XP than he normally does, and with my strats, and I actually skipped out on stuff. Oh, hold on. This is necessary. This is a necessary chest. 100%. No, during my practice, I had it all set up. I don't know why he didn't get a level up there.
Hope you're ready to die.
I don't know.
片付けましょう。俺の番だ。
私の出番ね。
攻めますよ。
Maybe just something was slightly off in my practice saves. This guy does that. Get a regular Kazumi in. And not a hallucinogenic. Yes, it is. Get him scrubbed down. That takes away most of his HP. Nice one follow-up damage each. Get some coffee from this fight because we get a good amount of money. And hit him with Ice Spray. Okay, now we get another big menu here. Gear, item, 2 hikers onto Tomi. Gear, Tomi, you get head optimized, Jogihan gets full optimize, and transcendent over champions. Chitose goes back to damage. Shoot battle boots. And then Adachi needs to swap to Fairy Lay. And then last, party swap. Party swapping Chitose and Tomi's positions, actually. Which matters for this fight because for some reason this fight's first attack always hits party slot number 4. Which Chitose has less health than she normally would because of the weapons she has equipped, lowering her attack by, or lowering her HP by 200. So she would not be able to survive all the damage. So instead we'll swap Tomi in that slot and he can take it. Start off again, making something that is not weak to fire, weak to fire. Boosted Kazumi to take down the tentacles so they don't get a chance to take any of our party members away. And we're actually going to go for a quickness lemon onto Chitose here. She's going to go fast and she's going to make the squid go nice and slow. Played a little jaunty tune. Always hits Tomi. Or always hits party member slot 4. And from here we hit it with a rose. Yeah, muscle soda. Muscle soda onto Chitose now that she's all prepped and ready to go. Get the Shadow Clone Jutsu in here. Quickness lemon her again. Reload. That's a new attack. Get him with the point blank. Get him with the essence of Rose Typhoon. And one Shadow Clone Jutsu. Finish things off. We have Ichihan back up to do a modified rocket launcher if we needed it.
吸収が入っまた成長しちゃった。
鍛錬の成果また強くなっちまった。俺もまだ
That fight is 100% consistent. Though he didn't do his blinding move, which is fine. I've never had an enemy or an ally in that fight get blinded and actually whiff any attacks. I think the blind is just a fake out in that fight, that the Leviathan can't actually dodge anything. Get a resurrection bolus. That's a full HP revive just in case we ever need it. Really shouldn't need it. But just in case.
戦闘準備完了。
攻めますよ。
Really slow easy that fight, unfortunate. Should get 2 turns. Nope, just gets 1. Jungi-han, get up. Get up, my guy. Get up and finish this fight. You dingus. Get off the floor. Okay. Got another big menu because we're off to the final fight of this. Ichi gets an optimize, gets Champion's Ring, and gets the Reverie Shoes. Chitose gets an optimize, gets Tactical Boots, and gets 2 times Military Insoles, and removes her weapon because she needs HP. Jungi-han, you swap to your Iron Gloves and put on Wind Sneakers. Tomi, you just steal Nanda's Wind Sneakers. No pre-drunk needed for this fight. We are going to safety save it. Nothing should go wrong in this fight, but this fight is, if everything goes as it should, which it should, this fight is practically scripted. There's little bits that can speed up if they don't happen, but they are accounted for in the strats. The downside of Ichi only having the blue metal anklet rather than a full 6-star weapon for this fight is that he does not he doesn't have as much damage as he used to, so he needed that extra HP. I could make this fight dang near 100% consistent if I got a better weapon for Ichi, but I feel it's not worth it. Where's Ramos? There's Ramos. Hi, Ramos. Boosted caused me to take out all the guys. And that's its growing usage. Goodbye. First phase. That is basically scripted. That is a guaranteed kill. And Ichi will always outspeed. But Ichi will not always outspeed this upcoming fight, which is perfectly fine. You can manage. Ichi to go first because we need to clear out and figure out who actually we do need the damage. Get 4 shine. Popway IPA onto Tomi. Needs a bit of damage. Yep, we did not go fast enough, which is to be expected. Graham needs to take this hit from Essence of Mirror Image. We're going to be getting hit by a Zealot. That's okay. This is planned for. They might be too far spread apart, and this battery might not kill them. It sure won't kill them. I moved way too far back. Now we have a problem. Why that guy doesn't do enough damage to be a concern. I'm gonna have to get an MP heal on Tony anyway, so might as well just have him finish off. Not an ideal position. Tommy is going to 100% need an MP heal in the middle of this fight.
どうかお導きを。
Also, here's our cult leader, Bryce. He's not great to his people. Gotta say, he's not that great to his people.
茶番は終わりだ。
And for that, we sing him a jaunty tune.
そのくだらん命を私のために使え。
Start off with a heal onto Chitose. It's mixed in with all them. Ultimate tag team to get rid of all the riffraff because it's our last big AoE damage. And this is why we had to heal. Tomy needs to start charging himself up for big damage. We'll help him out. Also, Soda and Jungi Han's job for this fight is to try and get some fear into Bryce. Beautiful. Ichi. I'm gonna use this turn to get the Tarner onto Tomy. This is gonna be feared for next turn. Oh. Straight in. For another charge up. Now Tomy's gonna be perfectly set for all of our MP needs for the remainder of the fight. Bryce gets skipped out this turn. Oh wait, nope, he does Massacre. Shoot. It's okay. Chitose was hurt, but she'll survive. We need to get these other two hallucinogenic bombs in. Ichi needs to get us a heal. Keep us healthy for this last hit. Last hallucinogenic. Got Poseidon power onto Tomy. And all the buffs are stacked as high as we can possibly get them. Why was that damage so low? Oh. I might want to go and get a Seal of Snow EX. Because that was max damage. That was not as high as it should have been. Yeah. And then we just close out with whatever we got left. How is that damage so low? I need the Seal of Flames, but maybe I should just go back to Seal of Ice just to guarantee it. Although, no, I should probably go... Was it that I didn't get a second hallucinogenic in time for the first? No, that shouldn't have mattered. Prestige had maxed out. There was nothing I could have done to really increase Tomy's damage. Why does it lately feel like my damage is just low, even though I'm at exactly where I was before in previous runs? Like, that was maxed out. Yeah, it was doing a good... Maybe it's just really low damage rolls. Just two really low damage rolls. Because usually, like, the first one is like 7,000 and the second one is over 11,000. So yeah, I think it was just low damage rolls. Okay. That's okay. Got it all figured out. Got it figured out. I'm not going to change my strat up for that. And now we're off to the Japan side finale. This is our closest spot to refill up our muscle sodas. Then over to Hello Work. Because Namba, after everything we've gone through, has actually gotten enough bond points to be able to skill inherit a second ability. So we're just going to be precautious and get that stashed bottle. Oh, I don't need to drive. I don't need to drive. I can fast travel. So now we material exchange. We want Hitman. The bottom four. The bandages are the only thing we want left, and the breaker gone. Now we're going to upgrade these lightning bandages as high as we can. 45. Okay, we are gonna be set. Brand. Seal of Bolts EX. Seal of Severance EX. Kiryu gets 2 times military insults. And Reverie Shoes. Nanba, you get an optimize, you get tactical boots, you get the jacket, you get the rainbow hat, you get the prestige, you get jeweled bracelets. Yeah, because of training gears, Sony gets an optimize, you get champion's ring. And ankle weights. Psycho gets a lot. Optimized double transcendent for Psycho. Pirate boots. Protector. Crimson hat. And Zhao. You get the crown and you get the money. We do not need any other items. So we don't need those lays anymore. And we are off to the final set piece of this speedrun. That is very tightly XP controlled. Shoot. Nope, I need to leave. I need to leave. I immediately forgot a thing. I said I was ready. I wasn't ready. Forgot to get the XP meal. Speaking of XP controlled, would be nice to have an XP meal for it. Yeah, I'm definitely low on money. Oh. Now, let's actually do the final set piece. Definitely this should be a lot smoother once I'm using my tablet instead of this. My tablet was just not charged. Okay. Nice. Just the portion? Yeah, just the portion.
まだまだ強くなる。見とれないい感じ。
Love this song. It just continues on through this. And we get a little bit of drink onto Kiryu so that he gets his MP back. This is a boosted 4 shine. Essence of Dragon God. Take care of all those guys. Keep Nanba safe. It needs to start charging up. Nanba's gonna do a number to these gentlemen here that are weak to ice. Don't fall asleep. Okay, well, this is going to be awkward. Muscle. Nanba. Please don't die, Nanba. It's literally like one of the few things that can go wrong. Now I'm down a muscle soda that I can't really spare. I have a spare Poseidon color I can use. That should probably be enough. It's like the one thing that could go wrong. Let's get Nanba. You can do another charge up. That chloroform is a rare attack that they use. They almost always just go for Fiend's Edge and go perfectly fine. It should be enough with everything you can charge up this far. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Man. Run is not being kind at the end here. Let's see. Gear. Yakuza training gear. And the Transcendent. But you need Inkleweights, Psycho, you need Military and Souls. It unequipped her Transcendence. I don't know why it does that sometimes. We just gotta make our way up the tower and do a lot of very odd fights. There's so many fights that have very specific strategies because they all have like a boss level enemy in them. This enemy puts us on a timer. 4 shine. Because Beast Stance actually increases how much damage Kiryu's skills do by like 10%. Queen's Claw into him. Gonna drop our defense, but we don't particularly care because we have a Rose. Kiryu should hopefully get a level up after this fight. Actually, no, he won't. I literally have it in my notes to MP healing. That's okay, we only need it for the next fight. These guys have a bit too much HP. So we need to manage that. 4 shine to do a good amount of damage. And this is a great that should finish them all off. No. Are they weak to... I'll have to double check. Oh, that missed too? Are you kidding me? Alright, no risk of dying or anything. Just frustrating. Nice rocket you found there, Nanba. I've never seen these weapon attacks in my life. Here's why. Does Kiryu just not have enough damage to do that fight quickly? Might just have to postpone it until after. Because I might just skip that one if we can get a similar amount of XP after. I'll double check it. I'll double check how much damage we're getting in the fight after one. Kazumi will take out all these gentlemen. All these gentlemen that are in this second group are all weak to fire. Dragon God does that for us. This guy gets 1 attack off. Also, so I get Nanba all powered up. Set him up to Wonder Cocktail himself. Let him do his thing. This guy's weak to fire. You got a Rose right for you. We're off onto a very, I call it the fan service fight. Fan service fight seems like a fitting name for this one. do an Essence of Dragon God, and Daigo will take care of the rest. If you hit Daigo... Four shine. I probably should have just gone for a regular four shine to save money because it's low. And pop. And this end cutscene is feels good, bringing back everyone from the previous game. The 3 GMs finally get to fight well on our side. All of them together at last. And for the most part, it really feels like in this fight, everyone is like survives. Like everyone's getting bruised up, they're getting punched and beat up. That guy, that guy's probably not doing so hot. That one probably hurt a bit. Majima, you should really tone it down a lot. That guy, though, he's just knocked out. He's fine. That guy's dead, though. That guy's just dead. Alright. Kiryu, you need military over transcendent. Nanba, you need double transcendent. Gonna have another light speed Nanba situation, and you need Street Soul Jacket, and Sonhi or Saiko, you need a value pack of souls. Free drink, everyone. Full pay. This fight is a long one. There's a doozy, has a lot of different parts going on. That is okay for us. Let's take care of most of them. Use the time to get some more money. Nope, not that. Don't want to do our summons quite yet. Oh, that hit the main, right? Good. Kiryu! Now it's time to get some summons in. I'm gonna beast. No, I don't need to beast one. Regular old 4 shine. Get yourself back some MP. Kiryu, where are you running to? Get yourself some MP. And do a second 4 shine. Really make sure we cleared all this riffraff. Dragon God will take care of the rest. And poor choice guarding, sir. So I'm just gonna check my stats. Yep, I'm good on XP. A little overkill on XP, to be honest, but that's okay. And just to see what we got for this, so this one we normally, I probably would be fine just going forward without this fight, but this one's nice and fast. That actually got Kiryu a level up. He wouldn't normally get that level up. I think this fight gets like similar XP to the other one, but I could be wrong. Let's double check it. It gives less.
いい感じ
Not really sure what I want to do here. But how much? Sorry, let me double check this quick. That was 20,000. I think that's an amount that I can manage. Shoot. Open up the wrong spreadsheet. Shoot. Open up the wrong spreadsheet again. It's 5,000 less. Look, that is not substantial. I think I can drop that. Because right now, Kiryu's sitting at... I was already at a bit overkill, and I still have 15,000 to go. So if I drop just 20 or 30,000 from this, and I still have another 11,000 to go, yeah, I would be fine, and also would not get another job level up. So that's fine. I need to swap that then. Kiryu just doesn't have, just has like smidge too low of damage. Might screw up some of my level ups, but that's okay. Kitchen. Copy the Nanba Essence of Rose Typhoon into Azami. That. Okay. We'll do that. That'll work out better for us. Perfectly timed dodge. Yeah, that fight is going to be more consistent to kill quickly than the other one. Dodge this one by hugging to the left. Oh, excuse you? Am I gonna have to wait again? I sure am. We don't have to worry about the damage we took though. Alright, now we got this. Sacred Steel Helmet. Now we got another big menu. Gear, Kiryu. You need Champion's Ring and the Tiger Belt. And the Battle Boots, Namba, Shoe Optimize. And ankle weight and back on the Transcendent. Sonhi. You value pack. And bracelet of 4 Devas and safety shoes. Drinks for Nanba and Tower Runner Plus. The rest. Ah! Wow! Hi, Barry. Why? Some of my alerts aren't going off. I think they're broken. But welcome in, Barry. Welcome into the end of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So if you want to avoid spoilers, we are the second to last fight. So be warned. But also, we're closing this out. So hopefully we can get this done nice and quick. Only bad thing that can happen is a paralysis here. So long as we hit 2 of these enemies with this, we hit all 3. That is perfect. Beast boosted for shine. This speedrun is a trip. And then Psycho was the one who swapped, so we swap her out. That allows us to do a second summon in the same turn, which is a glitch that we use. Then we hit him with the Essence of Dragon God, and because we put on Tiger Belt, we can go right back to it. Thank you, Barry, for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Hope you had a good stream. Well, that fight is a colossal pain in the butt, but we're out of there. All right, now we got our last big menu before we get to the absolute hell that is the final boss. Kiryu, you need the Suppression Helm and the Reverie Shoes. Accessories, you need Military Insoles and Transcendent. This is more of a practice run for today because I kind of messed up, and my power also gave out, so, you know, not exactly great. So I'm going to be doing another run tomorrow. Jeweled bracelet, bracelet of the 4 Devas, and safety shoes. Sonhee, you get the champion ring. Military overvalue pack. And then wind sneakers. Psycho, you get an optimize, you get tactical boots. That's not right. Where are all my transcendent insoles? That's not right. Something's wrong with my notes, but this is why it's also a good thing, but my notes were incorrect. Sonhee should have transcendent insoles. That makes more sense. 184, 187. That should be correct in terms of my... Yeah. That should be correct. So he should be first with a lot. And then party. Let's get Zhao back out. Zhao does not unfortunately get a whole lot of use in this speeder. Alright. And with this, we are all set for the final boss, and if things go wrong, there's not a whole lot we can do with it. So welcome, H-High, Hemlow, Homeslow, all of the above. You fine folks. Hope you had a good time. And let's pray for a good fight, shall we? And a Hembley throw from Gamer. Welcome. But yeah, I messed up my timer. I reset a bunch of times. This has turned into a practice run, and welcome to the final boss, Ebuna, and oh my fucking god. Okay, the pause on the final boss to bring in something Nicole has found. He's very big. He's a big lad. He's so floofy. He's a very good. Okay, bye, Nicole. Life-size Arcanine plush. Okay, now this fight. Our best bet. Our best way of doing this. Is boosted for shine onto Kiryu right away. We want to buff up so that Sonhee will be able to dish out a ton of damage. So we're going to give her Quickness Lemon for her most powerful move. Ebina is weak to electric. Let's amplify that right at the start. Let's get a good chunk of damage. We're hoping for an agility increase because that's what Sonhi's best armor can do for her. Not a great amount of damage to start. It's okay. We gotta get nice all up in Ebina's face. Oh, wow. We actually got the paralysis chance from the lightning bandages. That's so rare. It didn't help. That's okay. Guilty conscience on him is exactly what we wanted. Do another 4-shine. And we're desperately hoping. He's actually... Because he's paralyzed and he's not going to be able to do anything about this, and he's not guarding, I'm just going to go for a full-blown Shadow Clone Jutsu. This should finish him off nicely. Oh, wasn't quite enough. But that paralysis chance from the lightning bandages that are wrong equipped. This is a weapon that Sonhi cannot get. That is a weapon that Sonhi cannot get. We have glitched it onto her. We have the capability, because this game is split into 2 different parties. We can dismantle a piece of equipment that is on the opposite party's gear, and it glitches that slot out. So the next thing we grab will get put into that slot. So we've wrong equipped lightning bandages onto Sonhi, and they are very strong. Now we're into the second phase, and we need to get everyone back nice and healthy. He got rid of all of his debuffs on him, but that's perfectly fine for us. We can Intoxication Bomb him. A Wonder Cocktail. Onto Nanba. Muscle Soda onto Nanba. Because now we have everything set up. Oh shoot, Nanba's supposed to have defense. Okay, Nanba's fine. Nanba's fine. From here we actually give Nanba... Shoot, not Nanba. We would just go for an Intoxication. We're gonna get a big heal on Sonhi's turn. We're heavily boosted up on Nanba's side. Going for good damage there. Tag team so that we don't have to deal with all the things we just took. Fight should be done in 2 more of Nanba's turns. This is why we healed beforehand. Because that damage hurts a lot. And from here, Nanba uses the tag team. Haven't used this all game, or we only used it in 1 other fight, but it's a strong one. And we're just going to be safe. And goodbye, Ebina. That is the final boss fight. Done. That was actually a very smooth final boss. That can go so much worse. Also, I forgot to do a trick that I was going to do, which is save load before this, because it usually tends to make it very consistent at what Ebina does. He always does a regular attack, and then he does Guilty Conscience after. And sometimes that doesn't happen if I don't reload the save, so I don't know, it just feels more consistent. And that would be time if I was doing time. I think Nanba... what did I put? I put jeweled bracelets on you. But I don't think I should. I don't think I should have jeweled bracelets on Nanba. So I'm fairly certain that I've had that big attack of his right at the beginning just completely killed Namba outright. 100 to 0.
そろそろ
That did 762,
蹴りつけましょうか
which felt less than typical, but maybe Namba had the wrong thing equipped or something. Yeah, that would be the end of the speedrun if the didn't have a lot of things go wrong with this. There was so much that went wrong. I reset a lot of times, and I wanted to have a good showing for submission to RPG Limit Break, a charity marathon similar to GDQ, but it's a week long full of just RPG speedruns. That's going to be happening in May in all week long streaming, and that's being happening in Denver, Colorado. I was going to submit this run to it, but then we had a lot of stuff go wrong. Had to stop for a good second in the middle there. And in the end, my PC died. Died in the middle of the run, and I reset my timer. I messed up my splits. There's a lot of stuff that went wrong. So we're going to do a run back tomorrow night after I'm done with work, and hopefully get a much better showing that I can submit to RPG Limit Break. One that actually has splits up. But yeah, that was a very good final Ebina fight. But I want to load this. I want to look at my stats, because Namba didn't have Rainbow Hat. Sony didn't even have a helmet. Is it because I got wrong equips? No, I didn't even get wrong equips. Just something was wrong in my things. So let me just roll this back. I'm double checking my notes to really make sure I have things set up right for the run back tomorrow. We do not get fulminous bombs anymore at this point. Oh, you can leave, Lice, but you can leave live split. Yeah, we don't get the fulminous bombs there anymore, so that doesn't have to be there. Or some of the other big things. There's also an armor you grabbed but didn't equip some kind of dress. I did. I got that. Thank you for double checking. But yeah, that one got equipped. I don't know. Something was wrong with my optimizes where Nanba got things he wasn't supposed to get. Or at the very end, was these last two? So Nanba was supposed to get a shoe optimize, and maybe that's what I got wrong. But does Nanba do an optimize after? Nanba does. So why didn't... No one got the Sacred Steel helmet, that's why. I think Sony was supposed to do an optimize. I think Sony was supposed to do an optimize. Yes, Sony was supposed to do an optimize, because then I would go to that and put on the... She would have the Sacred Steel helmet. And that's why I would only optimize the jacket onto... Or optimize the shoes onto Nanba for that one, because that way I keep my rainbow hat. So Nanba actually had less damage than he was supposed to. And he still did a ton. So I'm confident that I should put on instead. He would have had Transcendent Insoles, so... Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. this is right. So we got that optimized there. That should resolve that. And I need mithril brooch instead of jeweled bracelets. Because otherwise, I have had it where Nanba during the second phase attack for Ebina, I've had Nanba get 100 to 0 by it. Nanba has a chance of surviving it, thanks to a high chance of enduring a knockout with 1 HP due to his ultimate armor, but I don't want to rely on that. That's a very that's a finicky thing to rely on. So I'd rather have him just survive. And yeah, he had less magic than he was supposed to have. This was supposed to be Saiko's or Sonhee's bit. She had 188 damage. Wait. No, so he was supposed to have the safety shoes with it, which I did put on. And wind sneakers. But yeah, I think something is also off in applying damage multipliers. Although let me just double check one thing quick from a previous run. So I did what, like 3,500 damage tabbing on that first one, on that first phase. So let me just grab my current PB. And that was with a playful splash. Wow. So that is interesting. So I think this is a thing that can happen. And it doesn't happen too often. Because let's see, Sonhee had 418. Maybe wrong equipping has... I think it makes it so that like the damage multipliers are off when you're hitting weaknesses. Because that should have hit a ton of damage. And she was at 418 attack. I'm at 428 attack. I was at higher damage and I did significantly less. Like substantially less. I think there's most likely a thing with like inherit some abilities and the way they inherit our damage or damage type that is messing things up in the wrong equips. So the thing I want to check quick before I sign out is a thing I was wondering about. I'm gonna have to stick with this for what I'm doing tomorrow. No, that was the wrong shop. I'm gonna have to stick with these strats tomorrow, but I will have to refine for if this gets approved. Is that a weapon I was considering doing for wrong equips, and it is one of the main ones. Inferno Knuckles Ebina. It's kind of a similar deal. Kind of felt like a similar damage threshold. I didn't realize that was an enemy. Kind of did a similar threshold, and also the... Like, I was expecting it to do a ton of damage using Queen's Claw against the final phase. It's doing like 3,000. Like, even with a couple muscle boosters. It was only doing like 3,000. Yeah, this is what I think I'd want or what I'll go to in the long run, is the bolt needles. Because these have more damage. I'll have to just figure out the turn order, and I have to get Semidyne Super X's. But the bolt needles will have more damage when I get to change them into Thunderbolt needles. They are to start with. Oops, what am I doing? Gear list. To start with, they are also blade innate, so maybe that fixes my weird damage issue with the wrong equips. Maybe because you have a different innate damage than what would normally be there for that class, that it messes with some of the damage increases. Because it's also felt like Chitose has like not done as much damage during some fights as well. Like she does enough, more than what we need, but for Ebina specifically, it hurts to have that bit of less damage. Hey Todd, welcome on in to we're ending stream pretty soon. 1600 Explorer. Is that the beard's given lately? I promise not to do any colonialism. Unless we play like Civ 7 or something at some point in time. Then colonialism is unfortunately some of the name of the game. Although I haven't even looked at any reviews for Civ 7. I don't even know how people have received it yet. But yeah, that's something I'll have to do. But for now, I'm just going to be sticking with the lightning bandages for now. But definitely it needs work from what I've been reading. That sounds about right from pretty much every other major Civ release. Is that it always comes out and then it takes like a good 6 months to a year before it's like gets right to where people really like it, or the first release of DLC. But yeah, I think that is all the changes that I wanted to make to my speedrun real quick. I think that's about it. But yeah, that's so strange. That is so strange that... Like, yeah, let me change this to HD speedrun so you can see the damage I was doing. This was with Sonhee had 418 damage. I had 428. So the only difference... Okay, never mind. So let's do some quick calculations. Thank goodness I created this. So I had a full 3 stack. So if I go to Kunoichi. So I think I just didn't do as much damage because of other things. So let's grab... So I did like 3,500. So I did... So if I did 3,500... shoot. This is going to be tricky. So 6.9 minus 2.76 for Shadow Clone Jutsu divided by 3 times 2. Nope. Nope. Divided by 3. Nope. Come on. 2.76. I think it's just minus 6.9. Divided by 3 times 2. It's just 2.76 again. Okay. So 2.76 times 2. It's 5.52 is where I was at. So 6.9 over 5.52. It's 25% more damage. That's times 1.45 over 3. So it would have done 40% more damage times the 3,500 roughly I did. So it would have netted 5,000 versus 5,328. Nope, never mind. Never mind. I thought it was wrong. It is what it is. That's the damage that I had. My quick comparison notes. There might be a little bit of a downgrade in damage, but that did 5,300. Yeah, it looks like there still is a bit of a downgrade in damage, but if I get any of the agility boosts, that should more than make up for it. Okay. Yeah. That's it for me today. I've got my run updated with some of the stuff. There's one other thing that I noted that I kept in the run, but I don't do anymore. I completely forgot. I have completely forgotten where I saw that, but that's fine. Yeah. Glad you're having a good time with Civ 7, Todd. But yeah, that'll be it for me today. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with our practice session, I'll call it. I'll be back tomorrow night after work to do the for realsies session. Where I will do this again and actually have a proper and I'll have a proper live split running. Oh, I need that splits too. I'll do that afterwards. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. Who is live that we can go say hi to? And thank you again, Barry, for the raid. Don't have too many people live, but I suppose we can probably just go say hi to someone that has been quite a streamer by the name of Ramea. They seem like they're a very chill person doing some spooky stuff. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow to do an actual run with my proper setup and everything the way I like it, rather than kind of the jank methods I had to come with today because my stupid tablet wasn't charging. It was just dead. Yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. Have yourselves a wonderful night. And go eat some love on over to Roman. Bye. Goodbye.